timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
To kick off for the Rams.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Overstreet, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But it'll be 2nd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The tackle made by
pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run. Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Open man ram, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Cook on the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dwayne Haskins.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go for only 7. Yards on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, Overstreet. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Carried by number 37.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. They're going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 54 yards.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start. They go to work on a 1st and goal. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Tackle made by Bobby Okereke.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Number 33.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Haskins will throw. And he's taken down. Back back at his own 7. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And able to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Overstreet. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Johnson on the counter. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now. Overstreet. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to pump the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not planning to just get out of the push out of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Second down, Haskins. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, here's the run. Gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
On the carry.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And we'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
This is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown,
Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Rams nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Third down, here's Haskins. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Haskins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to run now. And he'll take this into the end zone. And we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there. You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do? I don't even know why they asked the sideline. Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 37.
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Throw here, that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On first down, Overstreet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Mayfield. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Rams 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. Now, can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter with Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it like on 4. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Recovered by the Rams.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now it's Haskins. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run for it. This will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Overstreet. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Overstreet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Overstreet. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Haskins, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to let it fly. Connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Try and throw forward with Haskins. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Overstreet. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Number 37.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
Here's Allen for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. Deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Rams 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.